Hi, I'm Azzy. Welcome to my channel. Using the ScanNCut, I'm going to show you how to use the functions on the object edit screen. So to use the draw stroke fill function, if you go into patterns, go into the alphabet this time, go into this one, just pick the letter A and say OK, set it to the mat, go into edit, object edit, and this is the draw stroke fill function. So if you tap onto here, usually it will always be off, and tap onto on. Go into fill pattern, which is here. On my machine, which is a SDX 900, I've only got these patterns, but depending on the machine you've got, you may have different patterns. So obviously you might have more options. So from here, if we were to go into this one, for instance, say OK, say OK, then it fills in the whole of that letter. Let me just make that bigger so it's easier to see. Say OK. So it just fills in the whole of the letter, so it basically will just colour it in. So if we go back into here, fill pattern, so if we go into the horizontal lines, say OK, say OK, and it made horizontal lines on that letter, but we can actually have the spacing of the lines to whatever you actually want it to be. So if you go back into here, for the line spacing, so if I want them to be 1/2 inch, if I increase that, say OK, we can see they've made, if I go into the magnifying glass, you can see they've been made much wider. It's a bit difficult there. There we go. It's a bit easier to see there. They've been made a bit wider there. So if we go OK, object edit, back in, let's see if we make them 3/4 inch line spacing. Say OK. If we go back into the magnifying glass, you'll be able to see that better. Yeah, go into 400. There we go. So you can see the line spacings, like obviously a lot bigger between each of the lines there. So go back in, and we can also make them very narrow, so there'll be lots of lines on there. So if you just take it all the way down, whoops, let's go to 1/4 inch or thereabouts, say OK, and then you can see, there we go. So you can change the line spacing, and you can make them horizontal, vertical, whatever, and even at you know, different angles that you want them to be at. So if I go into here and go into object edit, back into fill again, here this is the fill direction, so this will change the lines going all the way around the circle. So if I take it to, as an example, let's just go to 40, so it's angled the lines. If I go back into here, you'll be able to see, there you go, see how it's angled the lines, sort of going from top left to bottom right. But again, if we go in, object edit, back into the fill, and take it further round, let's take it to 100. Let's go back into the magnifying glass, and you can see now it's taken the lines more or less from the top right to the bottom left. So you can just play around with it, and you can sort of draw the lines any which way you want to on all of the objects. It's also good for put any line markings on flowers, or the dress, for instance, or the t-shirt. We can also do that. So if I just show you it on the dress, if going to add, go into patterns, into this file, into here, pick the dress, say OK, and set it to the mat. Let's bring this here, let's move this out of the way now. Let's bring this here, go into edit, object edit, let's just make it bigger so we can see it a lot easier, and then go into fill. See, the button's gone off again, so I have to put it back on again. Go into fill pattern, let's choose this one this time, say OK, say OK. Go into the magnifying glass to see, and you can just about see. There we go. But you can even draw that sort of a pattern on the dress if you wanted to, or we can go back in, go into Object Edit, back into Fill, and we can make that pattern a lot bigger across the dress. So if I make that, let's make it around about 1/2 inch again. Say OK. There we go. You can even see that without the magnifying glass really. There we go. So just depends on what you want for your project. We can do any of these line markings on objects for items to use on our projects, and then if you want to do horizontal lines on the dress or vertical lines, let's say, go back into Object Edit, into the infill, it's on this time already, go into Fill, let's go into the lines, say OK. Let's see where it's at first. So it's at, okay, so it's the same as the letter A this time, so let's see how far round we need to take it. Probably 120, I think. No, need to go this way, don't we? The opposite way. Take it to 100. Let's see if that's vertical. Nearly. Okay, let's go back a bit. 90. There we go. So if we go into there, go into 400, and here we can see we've got vertical lines on our dress. So basically that's how to use the fill function. So from here, if I wanted to fill both of those, it will fill everything on the mat, I think. So let's have a try. Go into here, go back into the fill pattern, go into the solid, say OK, say OK. Yeah, there we go. And so there we go. So if I was to run that through the machine, it would draw both the dress and the letter A and completely colour the whole thing in. If you're new to ScanNCut, hopefully this has given you a good indication of how to use the draw stroke fill function. And again, if you are somebody who's just refreshing or coming back to using your machine, hopefully this has been of help. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.